We just got to Estonia last night. We only have 2 days here, so we're really gonna have to pack it in. I am out walking around this morning, and between our hostel and Old Town is Freedom Square, which is right behind me, and you can see there's the church. We have the Ukrainian and Estonian flag on that building, and then the cross is their Freedom Monument, or Independence Monument. Yeah, so I'm gonna head on to Old Town and probably find something to eat. We're in Tallinn, the capital, and we'll be here for the 2 days that we're in Estonia. So we aren't gonna get to explore like the whole country, but we'll try and see as much of the capital as we can. Still going to get breakfast, but on the way up from Freedom Square, there's this castle, and then behind this is a beautiful church, so there's just so much to see. I'll make my way to Old Town. There are a lot of signs around this castle, but somehow I missed like the first one, or the one that tells you what it is. So I googled it. It is Tumpeia Castle, and it's a medieval castle that houses the parliament now. I don't think this part does. This looks like a tourist section, but I think it's really quite big. I have to amend what I said. This is not a castle. This is the medieval defense wall. There is a castle. It does house the parliament. This is just not it. So I'm wandering around the Old Town. I did find myself a coffee and a pastry, and now I popped out into this big town square, which is beautiful, and behind me is the old town hall. They used this as the town hall until 1970, and it's from, I'll have to maybe look this back up, I just read it, like construction started in the 1300s and ended in like 1404 maybe, so it's super old, really beautiful. Now it's just like kind of a tourist site used for some ceremonial purposes, but definitely really pretty and a good central location in this square. Loved all of the Baltic states so far, so we've done all three: Lithuania, Latvia, and now Estonia. And I've gotta say, in terms of like quaintness of the capital, I like Tallinn the best for that specific point. I mean, it was really cool to do. I really love Lithuania and Latvia and the day trips we got to do from the capital, but this old town in Tallinn is beautiful, and it's quite quiet in the sense of like lots of history. The streets are beautiful, but when you go to some European cities, like we've been to Rome and Venice, and the streets are packed with people. I like that this doesn't feel quite as busy, but you still get just like the most beautiful historic experience. So thumbs up from me. always, like in a new city, I always look up like must-see things or like a list of free places to go in that city. So I was doing that this morning over my coffee, and then I just kind of started wandering around the old town. It's beautiful. I didn't have a plan except enjoy the streets, but I came across this street and I recognized it because on one of the articles I read this morning, there's a picture of this and it said it was the oldest building in Tallinn. It's a monastery, and that's about all I remember, so I'll have to look up some more information about it. I found the sign. This building is from the second half of the 13th century, so 1250. It's an old building, and it, like I said, and it's called the Dominican Friary, although now it's St. Catherine's Church, but at the time it was a monastery. All over the city there's these glass posters that tell you about the building you're walking by or like what you can see, and that's so neat. I don't think I've been to a city that has that yet, and they're just random like things you wouldn't necessarily always notice, but because there's a sign on it, I'm more inclined to go read about it. It's pretty cool. I like it.
It's our third-ish day in Estonia. We leave tomorrow for Finland. We're going to take a ferry over. So we're just kind of walking around and checking out the city. You might be wondering why I haven't been in much of the videos lately. It's because I've been doing all the work to plan where we're heading next. So we're going to Finland tomorrow, and then a few days there, and we're going over to Stockholm. And kind of after that, we weren't really sure because Norway was pretty expensive. So we ended up booking bus tickets to Copenhagen. And then from there, we don't really know what to do. We looked at the Ferry Islands. We looked at maybe going back to Norway with a camper van. Right now, we're looking at some work-away programs in the Ferry Islands, which would be pretty cool. But we really only have planned out for the next like 2 weeks until like the middle of August or something like that. So, yeah, that's it. We'll be like, why are you sick wandering around fucking wet? Or Lithuania, where?
So this morning we left Tallinn, we got on the ferry to Helsinki. It's about 2.5 hours from Estonia to Finland on this ferry. And it's actually kind of like a cruise ship, which we weren't really expecting. So like, there's not like really seats, there's like a restaurant. I'm on the sun deck right now, but it hasn't really been sunny since we've been in this area of the world. So I'm just kind of wandering around. Rob is watching the stuff that we have. We'll switch off here in a minute. Yeah, we're excited to take a ferry. This is, I think, a new mode of transportation for us because we've done cars, trains, buses, planes, and now we have a boat. to say, neither Rob or I are very thrilled on the motion of the boat, which I'm glad we're learning this because we've talked about adding like a cheap cruise or like a repositioning cruise to our year. And maybe we've learned something about ourselves. Now I'm a little concerned about the 10-hour ferry we booked from Finland to Sweden next week. But that's okay. We'll take a motion sickness pill and maybe try and take a nap. But yeah, we're like out in the middle of the Baltic right now. We can see land. We're not like completely out in the middle, but I'm out exploring the boat, ship, cruise ship, I don't know. I'm in a hallway with cabins. Makes me believe people are staying on this. Is it a ferry? Is it a cruise ship? Did we just hop on to get across the Baltic? I don't know.